It's live, uncut, unedited. All right. Live, 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 live. You already know what it is.
You already know what it is.
Live, uncut, unedited. And this is where we
Tell the truth
and shame the devil. Tell her what?
Tell the truth
And shame the devil. That's what we own tonight, people.
You already know what it is. Live, uncut, unedited.
Make sure y'all share y'all make sure y'all support your boy. Some stars. Send me some love. Black History Month. Y'all know my goal, 200,000 this month. I tell you, I appreciate every last one of you for tuning in. I appreciate my YouTube family back in with us. All right, people, y'all know what time it is. This live, uncut, unedited. This is your boy, the Crime Chaser, Martin G. Johnson, the Crime Chaser. I tell you, people, this is where we
tell the truth
and shame the devil. That's what we do.
You already know what it is. Live, uncut, unedited.
Oh man, we had a great debate tonight. They was mud slinging. I tell you, they was mud slinging. Make sure you guys share this live. This is live, uncut, unedited. Before we get started, I need you guys to share this live feed. Share it. You know, you don't never know what you might hear or see on this live. So I want to acknowledge some people. I see you, Chad. What's going on, Chad? I see you. I see you. I see you. I see you. Monica McCoy. I see you. I see you. I see you. I see you. Miss Joe. What's that? Virginia Beasley. Hey, Martin, live, uncut on there. The only crime chaser. You better know it. You better know it. Share. I need every last one of you guys to share this live. Trust me, it's going to be great. It's going to be great. I tell you, it's going to be great. It's going to be too blessed to be stressed. I see you. I see you. I see you. What's up, Vicky? Vicky, Gavin, I see you. I see you. And Gavin, I hope I pronounced it right, Gavin. But listen, people, this is live, uncut, unedited. And we're going to talk about several things today. We got so much stuff just brewing in the pot. We're going to talk about this new bill that we're trying to get in Springfield. We're going to talk about the debate tonight. We're going to talk about a lot of things. And if we don't get what we want, we know how to shut it down and we know how to boycott. That's the main thing. And we have to learn. Some people don't believe in boycotting and marching, but shame on them. That's why you're able to listen. Listen to me because of boycott. I see you, Kim Jackson. I see you, Jewel Smith. I see you. I see you. Diana Gangs. What's up, Diana? I see you. I see you. I see you. I see you. Is that Coco Matthews? Coco Matthews, what's going on? I see you. I see you. I see you. I tell you. Kenan Nicole. Kenan Nicole, I see you. This is live uncut. Deborah Singleton. What's up, Deborah? What's up? What's up? Adam Cornelius. What's that? Cornelius. All right. I see you, Adam. I see you. Mel Adams. All right. I see you. I see you. Danisha Thomas. Hey, Miss Thomas, how you doing? How you doing? This live, uncut, unedited. Do me a favor before share a live video, people. Definitely do that. Matter of fact, I'm going to get ready to share it too as well. I need you guys to share the video so we can get the message out. We have to definitely get the message out, people. We have to get it out. And don't forget, this is Black History Month. This is the month that we celebrate our history. And you have to be proud of who you are. God did not make no mistake when he made you black, melanated, African Zoe. He did not make no mistake at all. So stop hating on yourself. Stop hating your complexion. Stop hating your kinky hair. Stop hating your broad nose and your full lips. I tell you, people, stop it. Listen, love what God gave you and use it to the best. I tell you. And listen, I love black people. I love them. And you should too. I tell you, people, this is real. This is real. I'm going to share this video and hopefully you guys, I only got 8 shares. Come on now, people. We can do better than that. We definitely can do better than this. I'm going to share this video, and you know, they don't want the message to get out. See, as long as we're not on here shaking booty, showing half-naked women, and I'm sorry, people, showing half-naked women, we listen. We being constructed. That's a threat. But as long as we showing pistols, fighting, arguing, cussing, doing dope, robbing, stealing, oh, that's the perfect thing. I see. Look at the black people. Look at them. I told you they don't know how to act, but that's not true, people. This is live uncut. Start sharing the video so we can get started. I wanted to thank everybody for tuning in. I'm quite sure it's a lot of things that you could be doing right now. And, you know, we've been having some great shows. I'm telling you, some great shows. And please do not call in if you don't know what we're talking about. Please don't do that. Don't waste my time and don't waste your time, okay? Listen to what's going on before you call in. Do me that favor, okay? All right. We can just do me that favor because I'm tired of having to keep explaining myself. Then when I cut you off, you get mad at me because I don't want you to talk. No, yeah, man, you're wasting time. Listen to what's going on, then we'll help you. We'll help you tell you what's going on. But just don't get on here, be the first one calling, and you don't know what's going on. That's not cool at all. That's all. It's live uncut. Y'all excuse my phone ringing and stuff. Yeah. So this is what it is, people. I love being black, black love, black unity, black power. All right, I'm gonna acknowledge some more of my guests. I'm just sharing the video and to some of my people. And make sure you guys, you know, let's do what we got to do, and let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. I tell you, let's make it happen. All right, let me get started over here. Let me acknowledge some more of my guests. Okay. All right, Stephanie Holmes, I see you. I see you, Stephanie Holmes. I see you. Good seeing you. All right. Monique, I said you already. How you doing anyway again? Annette Netta Boo Johnson. All right, Miss Johnson, I see you. Crystal Knight Hunter, I see you. Katie Brown, what's going on, Katie? I see you. Steve, what's going on, Mr. Stephen Darkins, I see you. Willie Lee Lump, I see you, Willie. Deborah Singleton, I think I got you once, but I'm not sure. Diamond Caesar, we need to boycott the whole country. I'm with you on that. I tell you, boy, that is so true. All right, Nathan, what's going on all the way from Joliet? What's up, Nathan? I see you. My boy D, I love being black. We here. That's what I'm talking about. D, make sure you share the video on your page. Do that for me if you, or just send it in a message to some of your friends. That'll be great for me, I tell you. Deja, what's going on, Crime Chaser, all the way from Danville, Illinois. All right, that's what I'm talking about. Hey, Sheila, that's a praying woman right there. I thank you, Sheila. Sheila McKenzie, I see you. Denisha Thomas, I see you again. Hey, Martin, waiting on the airport for my flight. Okay, let's do the wonderful. Going down this list. All right, people, I think we got enough people to get started. We got people all on YouTube waiting on us, and YouTube, my family, you can share it too as well. And we want to talk about, all right, who's that from the Champaign, Illinois? Andrew, what's up, Andrew Williams? Yes, Champaign, Illinois in the house. That's what I'm talking about. Andrew, you said, what is the topic? I want you to listen, and you're going to find out what the topic is. What's that? Marvin Greer. We're going to talk about several things. We're going to talk about the debate here in Chicago. But first of all, I want to talk about a law that we're trying to get passed. And we're trying to, here in the city of Chicago, as you know, and I know, and most of you know, the world news and the local news, that Chicago crime has spiked. We know you got carjackings, you got robberies, you got snatch and grab. So we're trying to make sure that when we attend these businesses that we're feeling safe. Now, give you an example. I talked about it earlier. Listen, if you go inside of a store, which is say a gas station, they have this $10,000 bulletproof glass where they safe, just safe as ever. But what about your customers? What about us? Listen, let me just tell to all my business owners, foreign-owned business or American-owned business owners, I don't know. Let me say this to you. You will gain more profits if you hire a security guard. Well, you say, well, Martin, that's the police job. The police can't be everywhere. The police can't sit at your business for 24 hours a day or 8 hours a day. They have so many things to do. And let me help you out. People were stopping these gas stations. They were stopping these corner stores if you had a legitimate security armed guard. Trust me. Listen, it's a lot of times that I've want to stop at certain gas stations. I see people out there loud, we. I'm not stopping there. See so much activity. There's a lot of times that I ride by certain stores, even liquor stores. I don't even drink. And I want to pull over and give me a bag of chips or a nice water or something, but I can't do it. It's so much activity. Don't feel safe. I tell you, people, we have to feel safe. We have to protect our children, our women, and our older people. We have to protect it. Women, listen. Women, we have to push this bill. We have to push this bill. It's going to call, let me tell you exactly what this bill is going to call, because I don't want to get it wrong. Definitely don't want to get it wrong. And we have to push it. We have to push this bill. And it's a new bill that we're pushing in Congress, and it's called the Early Walker Armed Security Protection Act. That's what it's called, the Early Walker Armed Security Protection Act. And he came up with a vision, him as well as himself as others, that they wanted to see safety of the customers that come in, patronize these businesses. And we know a lot of activity happened in these businesses, especially in the high crime areas. We got people standing in front of these liquor stores, people standing in front of these gas stations, selling loud, squares, block, rocks, blows. You know, come on, people. This is a place of business. And my thing like this, the owners, they are safe. They're behind a thick bulletproof glass, and we're out there left unprotected. And I'm going to tell you, people, if anybody, any foreign owned, can come in the Black community, open up a business, and don't care about the customers that they're serving, they don't need to be in the community, period. I'm telling you, they cannot stay in these communities unless we patronize their businesses. I don't care how much money they have. Any small businessman open up a business for profit. Listen, he's not trying to come out of his pocket and lose profits. Trust me, business is about profit. That's what it's about. This is live, uncut, unedited. So that's what we're talking about. We want our women to feel safe. We want our seniors to feel safe. When our seniors go into one of these corner stores or drive in one of these gas stations, we want them to feel safe. If they go inside and buy some gas, if they don't feel safe, they can ask an officer, an armed security officer, say, hey, I need you to stand by the pump while I pump my gas and watch me. And we need that. Imagine how many seniors and women ride past these particular stores and these businesses because they don't feel safe. They want to patronize the businesses, but they don't feel safe. And see, a lot of these business owners, they don't want no armed security guard because they can't sell their loose squares anymore. They can't sell all their drug paraphernalia. They can't sell it then. Eye is being watched. They can't sell it, and they know that. They can't sell weapons and guns and drugs to these gang members out there. They can't do that. And I'm going to tell you, people, we have a lot of these businesses in our community. They're selling underage people tobacco products and drug paraphernalia. They're doing it. They're doing it, people. You're not going to listen. They're not going to sell their children, underage children, tobacco products. They're not going to do it, people, but they're doing it to ours, people. They're doing it to ours. They're allowing people to come in there and buy packs of cigarettes on a link card. That's not what it's for. People, there's a lot of fraud going on. People, listen, the new thing now is they don't buy the link card for cash anymore. What they do is you go and buy these 8-ball, these bulls, these what do you call them? Red Bulls. Then you take it to these corner-owned stores and sell it to the owners. That's the new hustle now. That is the new hustle. And I'm telling it. Yes, I'm telling it. Then you got a lot of our black young women are being disrespected. They're sleeping with these foreigners, sleeping with them for food and stuff like that. Doing it. And I'm gonna tell you, people, it's not good. It's not good. If people, we have to start building businesses in our community, and we're gonna have to start focusing on building and good customer service. Protection is the key, people. Some people don't go inside these stores because they have all that bulletproof glass. Don't that tell you something? When you see a business have bulletproof glass, they don't want to get robbed. They don't want to get harmed. Well, what about the customers that patronize these businesses? I tell you, let me look at some of these comments, people. I'm just telling the truth, man. Yes, this is a sensitive subject, but it has to be told. Nobody wants to talk about it. What are we supposed to do, Tiffany? We supposed to sweep it under the rug and don't say nothing? Come on now, that's not right. We're not going to do that. There's no longer, listen, I tell you, people are buying pack of cigarettes, yeah, with their link card. At the end of the month, oh yeah, and then they're buying stolen merchandise. At the end of the month, their children don't have no food, and they living off oodles and noodles. That is some of the worstest food out here. Oodles and noodles, that's plastic. Who feeds their children oodles and noodles? Come on, people. Come on, people. Yeah, I'm telling it. Women in there buying cigarettes with their link card, buying blunts with their link card, buying Pampers with their link card. Yes, I'm telling it. I'm telling it. Yes, our young women, teenagers are being flirted with and being talked under their dress. I tell you, they're not going to bring their women, allow them to, no, none of us talk up under their dress. They're not going to do it. Yes, I'm telling the truth and I'm ashamed the devil. I don't like it. I don't like it, people. I'm telling you. And I'm serving notice to any business that I catch. You mess with any one of our young sisters, disrespecting them, or your hands is down their blouse or whatever, I'm coming for you. You're going to get shut down. Boycott is in the mix. I tell you, your business is going to get exposed. That's it. That's it. And I'm going to tell you something, people. These foreign-owned businesses, they cannot thrive in our community if we don't support them. Do you know how much money come in one of these stores? They make the bulk of their money on the link card because some of you sisters don't want to go to the grocery store and get all what you need at one time. Get it. Why would you go to a corner store anyway and pay $10 for a box of cereal and you can go to the grocery store and get it for $7? Why? Why give your sons and daughters and they buying a bunch of candy that's no good for them? Oh my God, I got to tell the truth and shame the devil. I tell you, this is real. This is real, people. Listen. If any smart businessman, you should invest in an armed guard in your business. Let your customers that patronize your store feel safe. I guarantee you it will make a difference in your sales. You just don't want us to see that underhand stuff that you're doing, selling guns and selling loose cigarettes and paraphernalia, drug paraphernalia to our underage people. We know it. And our people don't even know when they're being taken advantage of. They don't know it. I got to tell the truth and shame the devil. For real. And this will free up some police officers keep having to run to these stores. For real. This is real, people. I don't like it. I don't like the mistreatment of our people. Felicia, I see you. I'm not just talking about the location, period. All of these stores, all of them, these gas stations too. They very disrespectful. They don't respect our people. And matter of fact, somebody help me out. How could you buy some blunts that say 99 cents and you paying $1.75 for something that got a label on it and say 99 cents? I don't understand. I don't smoke weed. So I see people, I'm at the counter at the gas station, and I see a blunt paper that say 99 cents, but they charging $1.75. Somebody tell me, let that make sense to me. I don't know. I mean, maybe a blunt smoker can come on here and tell me that buy tobacco products. Let me know what's going on with that. I know I didn't have the best education in the world, but I do have some education. My good, you paying something that say 99 cents on it, you paying $1.75. My goodness, where they do that at? I tell you, some of y'all are sick. You don't have no discretion on how to spend your money. And yes, they're selling a lot of these foreign-owned places. They have a smell in there. They burning incense and all type of stuff to cover up that dead, rotten meat. People don't even know rotten. They can't even recognize rotten meat and old meat. Food have an I can't even say it, expiration date on it. Come on, people. This is real. I'm telling the truth. Y'all can say whatever you want to say. These people don't care nothing about you. Nothing about you. Nothing. And don't even care about your safety. They don't want to hire an armed security guard because they got to do right by you. They don't care about, listen, a lot of these businesses don't even clean up the area around the store. You go on to some of these gas stations, filthy nasty. Some of these stores are trash all in front of it. Come on, people. It's real. Stop it. Stop it, people. This is real. So we're going to fight for that act, and so we can protect our ladies and our seniors. Some of the seniors, they come on this show and tell you, when it get dark, they in the house. They don't want to be out there like that. They don't want to be out there like that. And we're going to fight for this act. If we have to get a busload of people, make sure we're going to do what we have to do. It's called the Early Walker Armed Security Protection Act. That's what we're going to fight for, people. That's what we're going to fight for. We got a lot of issues in the Black community. And one thing about this station, this channel right here, this live broadcast, we're not going to duck none of it. I don't care if it's about the alphabet people. I don't care if it's about the Jewish people. I don't care if it's about the Black people. I don't care if it's about the Arab people. I don't care if it's about the migrants. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. We're not going to let nobody silence our voice, take our right of freedom of speech. And I don't care if it's about Democrats. I don't care if it's about Republicans. We're going to speak. We're going to cry loud and spare not. I tell you. And when I'm talking about this act, the owners are going to be responsible for their own security armed guard, not the city, not the government, not at all. And plus, a lot of these places, they don't pay no taxes, no way. Spend some of that money. Talking about supporting the community. How you supporting the community? You giving us these old turkeys that they had last year. Come on, who you think you fooling? Tell you. These old turkeys, man. Man, listen, I don't understand us. Everything is free. It's not free, people. They're laughing at us. They walking around our community with a bag. And here we are at each other's throat, shooting each other in the back, stabbing each other, breaking in each other's car. And all we got to do is open up a business and hire people that look like us in our own community. This is real, people. And listen, we got to force people to do things. Nobody's going to come and save Black people. We are our own solution, people. Nobody's going to save Black people. The Jewish people call us liquid gold. Everybody makes money off the backs of black people because of our ignorance. We don't understand business. We don't understand the law. We're not educated on a lot of things. But we know how to lecture slide. We know how to cuss, have sex, make songs, don't get paid for it, don't own the rights of it. We know how to do a lot of things. What about the things that really count? We can get together. We can plan a year in advance for our neighborhood reunion. We can plan a year in advance for our car clubs and our motorcycle clubs and our three-wheeler clubs. And we can plan for all those things. Can we plan to get our community together on code? Can we get on one code and say, hey, we need these stores? Let me tell y'all what happened, people. And this is a true story. In the Mexican neighborhood or Spanish neighborhood, there was a foreign-owned store in their community, and they was tired of them. So what they did is they told all the people that was going inside there spending money with the different race of people in their community that, hey, we're going to stop patronizing this business. We're going to shut them down, and we're not responsible for what happened to you if you get caught going there buying merchandise from this particular business. And you know what happened? End of the story. They closed up. And guess what? That's a Mexican-owned store now. That's how they won that store, people. We can do the same thing. The same thing. We could do the same thing. If we open up, listen, if we open up stores in our community, those corner stores make money. Gas stations make money. They may not make a whole lot of profit off the gas, but they showed up selling a lot of tobacco products. They showed selling a lot of that and pop and juice and that quarter poison juice they're selling. That's real. This is real, people. I'm just telling the truth. They can get mad at me if they want to. I never don't care. Don't care if they get mad. They know I'm telling the truth. And they can get together and try to buy one of these politicians. And the one you buy, we're going to shut them down and we're going to expose him or her. If we feel like they're on your side, I tell you, this is real. This is real. Don't want to let us go with pennies on a dollar. I'm short 5 cents. No. Talk to our people any kind of way. I tell you, people, there's a difference when somebody is laughing with you and laughing at you. They're laughing at us. How could we be so dumbfounded? We let somebody come in our community, open up a business that can't even speak the language. You know, if they can't speak it correctly, they can't write it. They can't read it. And outfox us and make money in our community. Here we are killing each other over drugs, shooting each other over a car, home invasion, burglary. Come on, people. When are we going to wake up? When are we going to wake up? When are we going to wake up, people? When are we going to wake up? When are we going to wake up? All right, my next subject. Thank y'all, people. My next subject that I want to talk about is if any one of our mayoral candidates beat Lori Lightfoot, we want to ask them, and we need to demand that they hire from within the city of Chicago. I don't want to hear about all that stuff, corruption and all that. If it's corrupt, fire everybody then. Get some new people if you feel like that. Trust me. Trust me. Why would you hire somebody that's out of town? People, when we vote, let's think about when we go to the poll. Let's think real hard. Don't get me wrong. I'm not on here endorsing no candidate. I think we have a lot of good candidates that probably would make a great mayor here in the city of Chicago. But aren't you tired of just voting for somebody and don't get anything in return? Are you tired of that? And we ought to demand what we want from these politicians. Listen, even a prostitute, she had better sense to get her money before she lay down or whatever she do. Perform with the John. And Black people, we have to stop trusting people. Trust is earned. You have to earn our trust. Earn it. And let me explain something to you, two people. There are different forms of racism, levels of racism. I want to explain that to you. You have white people that don't mind killing another person of another race easily because of hatred. You have some white people would not kill you, but they would discriminate against you. They won't hire you. And if they do hire you, they'll ride your back. They won't tell you information to get you to the next level. So it's different levels of racism. That don't mean that a person got to call you the N-word. That's not only racism. You got discrimination out here. Discrimination is real, people. Quit acting like it is not happening. You look at the news, and if you look at the news, you'll think that only Black men and women are only ones out here committing crime. And we know that's not true. That's not true. Why is it that every crime that we commit is on the spotlight? But their crime, they put it out late. It's hard to find. They don't put no pictures out. They don't give no ethnicity or nothing. They quick to say, a Black man shot another Black man over here on 63rd and Halsted. They quick to say it. We're talking about the mainstream media that's biased, that's racist, discriminatory against us. People, let me just say this. We got some great Black men and women in the journalist field, in the photo field, in the political arena, in the business. Listen, people, we have to do better. We have to support one another. We can't allow, this is Black History Month. We have to educate ourselves about our history. Do not let nobody, I don't care if they look like you, if they're African American, African Zoe, tell you to forget the past. Don't forget the past. The first thing when they arrest us, what do they go? To the past. But they tell us forget the past. We have been battling a 400-year enemy. He have proven to us that he don't want to see us with anything. We've tried to get along with him, but he don't want to act right. And people say, well, Martin, that's all we know. Yes, it's all we know. And we can fight for change, demand change on the job, in the community, in the police force, in the military, in the judicial system. We can demand change, people. People, we can't allow our enemy to pin us against one another. Have you ever noticed this? Let me break something down, people. Have you ever noticed this? When it comes to sports, basketball, they're always trying to pin Michael Jordan and LeBron James against one another. But have you ever noticed that they don't do that to their singers, to their rock bands? They don't do that. Why is it always got to say who's the go, who's the best? That all that is spewing up dissension. Why can't LeBron James be great? He's playing. He's great. Michael Jordan is in the past now. He's great. Why we always got to compare one another against one another? Why? Why? They don't do it to each other. They don't do it. Well, what do you think about this rock star and this other rock star? They don't do it. We the only ones do it. We allow them to do it in football. We allow them to do it in basketball. Come on, people. Greatness comes in all forms. You don't never see them comparing golf people against each other, white golf men that do golf, or hockey men against each other. You never pin them. Well, who's the greatest hockey person that play hockey? Who's the GOAT? You never hear them say anything like that. Why is it when it comes to black? Why is it when it comes to black crime, black on black crime? Why is it that they never say white on white crime, Asian on Asian crime? Why is it, people? Why we got to be the butt of every joke? Why we got to be the bottom of every disease? Why we got to be the bottom of every negative stat here in America? This is Black History Month. We still sing and lift every voice and sing. This is Black History Month, people. Let us celebrate it. Let us educate ourselves about our history. Never let nobody silence you to talk about your history and your legacy here in America. Hey, caller, where you calling from? 4070. Take this one caller. Go ahead, caller. Caller, you're live, uncut, unedited. I guess not. I guess not. I had a caller, but they didn't say anything, so I guess not. It's no problem. So this is Black History Moment, and we have to teach our young people. Listen, if we take all our young people and throw them in jail, what is going to become of our future here in America? Ask yourself that question. What is going to become of our future here in America? What is it going to become? And see, they have that real bad, try to see who the best and who the great, who's better than each other. We shouldn't do that. We should not do that. We ought to respect one another's talents. Hey, caller, where you calling from? Caller?
Chinatown.
Huh?
Chinatown.
Who? What town?
Chinatown.
Chinatown. Okay, what you want to talk about?
Chinatown.
I heard you. I said
discrimination. How they putting us up.
Okay, come on, let's talk about it.
Yeah, they still putting people out. They put somebody out Tuesday. Now they stopped our mail. We haven't got no mail in 2 weeks. They know we know about the mortgage fraud, the government fraud, the identity theft, and we not getting no help from nobody.
So, well, let me ask you a question.
Are getting put out.
Let me ask you a question. You guys have been put out because you're non-payment of rent, or what is it? What I mean, why? What is it? What's the reason? What is it?
It's illegal. It's because we black. Our color, our skin. They want all Asian in Chinatown.
Okay, well, listen,
That's
ma'am.
what it is.
Ma'am, answer the question. On what basis that they're on paper saying that you guys have to move? What are they saying? That's what I'm asking you. They can't just put you out. They got to have a reason. Huh?
That's their reason. That's their reason.
Okay.
You don't believe me? That's their reason.
Ma'am, they can't. Ma'am, they cannot illegally put you out without giving you a notice, a court. Have you been getting have you got an eviction notice?
They got eviction notice, but the judge they order on it. I got a 30-day notice, 2 of them in 1 month.
Okay, can I ask you, what does it say on it? Is it because non-payment of rent? Or what is it? Or violation of lease agreement? What is it? What's their reason? That's all I'm saying, ma'am. That's all I'm asking.
It was because I refused. I found out they was discriminated against blacks when I told them that they got to come in there again. Not only me, but the other tenants too.
Ma'am, listen to what I'm saying. I'm asking you again. What does your paper say, your eviction notice, your 30-day notice, saying the reason why they asked you to move? That's what I'm asking. That's all what I'm asking you. I'm not worried about nobody else right now. I'm talking to you directly.
Okay, it says false data, and I refuse to move. They will not add my grandkids onto the list.
Okay.
Because they know I went and filed the complaint against them for discrimination.
So they said false data. False data. All
Yeah,
right.
what do false data mean?
Uh,
What does that mean?
You tell me. It's your eviction. You tell me.
They couldn't even tell.
They
They
couldn't
just
tell.
set this girl out on the street Tuesday. The judge. What?
Ma'am, again, we're talking about you. I'm not talking about the other tenants. I'm focused on you right now, okay?
Okay.
Let's focus on you right now. Let's focus
Okay.
on you right now. Okay.
Okay.
Now,
Okay.
they gave you 2 30-day notice, right?
Within a month. It ain't even been a whole month.
Okay. And on it says false data, right?
Yeah, the first one says false data and refused to move.
Okay.
They don't want to die.
Okay. Now, so they probably got you on some violations or putting stuff on you. Maybe you putting people that don't live with you on the lease. Is that probably what's going on? I don't know. You know, what is it? What do you
I'm
think?
trying to put my grandkids on the lease. I have temporary custody of them. I
Okay.
told you I went to the commissioner's office and found the discrimination. They have to answer to the commissioner's office.
Oh,
They got to
okay.
answer to her too. They doing government fraud, mortgage fraud. Is you listening to me?
Ma'am, I only hold on.
Eviction.
Ma'am, I only know what you tell me. You got on here talking about they getting rid of black people. Well, tell me your story. You know, they're not here to tell this story. I want to know your story. I don't know if you stand in an apartment building, a low income building. I don't know.
I've been living here. Yeah, we live in an apartment building. I'm sorry. I live in Chinatown in Archie Courts apartment.
Okay.
It's a block from the expressway.
Okay.
Princeton is a block from right off the expressway. I've been living here 11 years. I'm a good tenant. I never had a lease violation till this new management came. I never had a 30-day notice. And I really never had 2 in 1 month.
And you
When I found out they were saying they don't.
so they didn't want you to sign your people on a temporary lease. Is that what you're saying? Your grandchildren, right?
Yeah, that's
What, you in a 1-bedroom apartment?
That's when I went to the commissioner's office.
Are you in a 1-bedroom
No, I'm
apartment?
in a 3-bedroom.
Okay. Okay, who else? Who else is staying there with you? Who else is living there with you? Who else is living in the 3-bedroom?
Here when I moved here?
Yeah.
What? My daughter and her 3 kids, but they moved out.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Well, so what is it that you want us to do? I'm asking the question. Yeah.
I need somebody to tell my story so I can get around and somebody can hear it and come over here and help us. Because it's like they are afraid of these people. They call Lee coming tomorrow. Remember the alderman, she won't vote so bad, and all her people won't vote for her. They're going to make sure she get in here so she can do the same thing Byron did to her.
Okay. Let me ask you a question. Did you have a court date yet?
No, I don't have a court date yet.
Okay.
But I know it's coming.
Okay. Do you
yeah, because they know I'm complaining to a lot of people.
Okay, let me ask you another question. Now you know you have what do you call those people that help you, landlord tenants, lawyers? They
legal
free.
aid.
Yeah, legal aid.
Yeah,
Did
legal aid.
Did you work with them? Did you work with them?
I need a real lawyer because I tried to reach out to them.
But what happened?
Telling me I have to have a criminal case for them to help me. They keep telling me I can need a criminal case.
No, that's not true.
Yeah,
that's true. That's not true. That's not true, ma'am. That's not true.
That's what they telling me.
No, that's not true. That's not true, man.
They telling me.
No,
that's Rainbow Coalition.
No,
we called everybody.
No, we're talking about legal aid.
You calling the wrong people.
Yeah, you calling the wrong people, sister.
I call legal aid.
Yeah, did you go up there? Hold on, ma'am. Did you go up there instead of calling them? You liable to get anything over the phone. Is that you
located?
Now you don't know where they located at, huh? Okay, they located downtown. Listen, you need to Google that. Legal aid help. Google that.
Yeah.
Google that, sister.
They address on pop up, sorry. It's called Tenant Right.
Yeah.
It's called Tenant Right.
Right.
I know what it's called. I know what it's called, y'all.
No, but sister, you can't. Hold on, sister. Listen, you have to Listen, you can't expect for nobody to fight for you and you ain't fighting for yourself. You got to do your groundwork too, sister. You just can't lay down. You're in a war right now. You're trying. Okay, I'm just telling you.
I have been.
Right.
You
when
know,
you
listen, I've been to City Hall, I've
right.
been to the Daily Center, I've been to the
But,
Hood Building,
okay, you've been.
Building.
So you've been. Hold on. You've been everywhere but to the legal aid. You've been all these other places except legal aid. Come on now.
When they telling me they can't help
Come on
me.
now, sister.
Is
now,
that funny when they telling me they can't help me?
I'm not laughing at you. I'm not
telling me over the phone they can't help me.
Oh, hold on.
It's my own people
sister, I'm not laughing at you. I'm serious.
I ain't no joke.
No, listen, I'm not taking you as no joke.
So,
okay, I'm not taking you as a joke, sister. I have not laughed one time. I'm just trying to
talk to everybody from MCR.
Right, but I'm just my point. But my point is, sister, the people that can help you, they didn't get a visit. Everybody else got a visit, but the people that can help you, that specialize in that too. That's all I'm saying, sister. That's it. I'm not trying to make you feel bad. I'm not trying to make you feel bad or nothing like that. I promise you. I don't want to see nobody outdoors, especially, you know, they got the immigrants. They ain't got them outdoors. They living well. They living well.
Yeah, but they put my neighbor out too.
Right.
Yeah,
well,
put my neighbor out.
Well, a bunch of y'all need to get together and go down to these tenant rights and go together as a group. You know, that's what y'all need to do. Because I don't know what's going on over there. I got to know the whole story. They, you know, man.
That is the whole story. I'm just told you the whole story.
Yeah.
That is the whole story.
So your story.
They stopped the mail for 2 weeks.
Yeah. Well, who is they? Who is they, sister?
The management that's doing the government fraud and the mortgage fraud.
How could they stop the mail? Hold on. First of all, hold on, sister. Hold it. If you feel that way, you could call the postal inspector and say, hey, I am not receiving mail.
I have.
Right.
I have.
And what happened?
I have.
What happened?
Up there. I have it.
What happened?
They said they're going to get Internal Affairs involved now. Internal Affairs supposed to get involved now.
Okay. How long ago was that?
Supposed to get involved
How long ago was that, sister?
Yeah. Hey, Martin.
Yeah, hold on, sister. I'm gonna let you talk.
Today.
Okay. Okay. Hold it, sister. Hold your thought. Let me go to the next caller. Hold your thought. Hey, caller, where you calling from? Stay on. Hey, caller, where you calling from?
Hi, Martin.
Hey, how you doing?
Hi, Martin. You talking to me?
Yeah, I'm talking to you. Go ahead.
Good. I'm calling from Chicago, and I just wanted to say a solution to us as a Black generation. What needs to happen, and I know that a lot of people are going to say something, but what needs to happen in order for them to hear us is if all of the NBA, the NFL, they mostly made out of Black, our people, if they just stop playing for one day, that's what it's going to take. It's going to take all of us to protest what's happening with us and make it be heard. And it's going to have to take all of us. That includes the NBA, the NFL, the women's basketball team, everybody. If they just take that fine for one day and don't play, they will see us. And change will happen. But it's going to take all of us, not just one LeBron James. It's going to take us all. All of us, singers, JC,
Sister, I don't want to bust your bubble. If you waiting on these people, they're making millions of dollars to stop because the rest of Black people are in poverty. Now, what you could say is the small people is going to make the difference, the masses, that's going to really make a difference. If we run a campaign and say every Black person don't buy nothing from a store this day, these 2 days, don't you know what that will do to this economy, sister? I ain't talking about no celebrities. Yeah. Let the celebrities do them because they sold it to the game. They sold out to money. They're not going to stop their money. I'm just going to be honest with you. I'm not saying what you just said is impossible. I'm not saying that, so I don't want to shoot your idea down. But if the ordinary people, talking about working people like you and I, the small people, if you just stop buying gas, groceries, Amazon, one day, they'll feel it. Trust me. They'll feel it. And we can make a difference, sister. Let them know we ain't playing. Because if we waiting on these...
I wanted to say something about the politicians.
Go ahead, ma'am. Go ahead. Go ahead.
And I want to say one more thing about the politicians. With this election this year, there's so much money involved in Chicago than we've ever seen before. All of these grants are coming in. And you just don't know who to vote for or who to trust because money rules Illinois. And all this money, are they going to allocate it to the right places? CHA just donated millions of dollars. What are they going to do with it? I was listening to a debate, Chewy talking about this and that. Nobody has a real plan, but they said, well, I made a plan and maybe we can make it work. But there's so much money involved and there's so much friction in Illinois that we know this money is not going to be allocated to where it's supposed to go. Nobody's watching no one. And that's why we have so many people running because everyone wants a piece of this money. And it's a lot of money that's donated to Chicago alone. Just one city. And they know it. So I'm on the fence because I don't really trust none of them. I want to vote for myself.
Actually, you can put your name down. You can really. Okay, hold it right there. So let me go to this next caller. Hold it right there. 9508. You're next, live, uncut, unedited. 9508. Hey, caller.
Hey, Martin, how you doing? This is Felicia.
Hey, Felicia, you know I know that voice. Hey, I know that voice. What's going on, Felicia? Felicia, you know what? I got to call you too. So just hit my line again. You know what we're talking about, but I ain't going to tell it out loud. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, Felicia. Go ahead.
Yeah, I got you. I was talking about the young lady that's having the apartment issue. I don't know her situation. I'm not going to speak into the situation. But you know, what I do know is that read, understand your tenant rights, understand what you can and what you cannot do within the provisions of your lease. If you know that there's a violation, if you know that there's an issue, you're reaching out for help, and you're in war right now. And there is not no attorney, there is not an attorney or advocate that's going to help you if you come to them and don't give them the full detail. You got to tell them what your fault is. You have to be honest about what happened, what took place, and where on the lease did you violate, because I'm pretty sure they wrong. I got your back on this. These people making money, I'm pretty sure that they have some violations, but you are not going to be able to expose them until you expose yourself first. You know, so
that's it, ma'am. I'm a good tenant. I'm black.
You're a good
I'm
tenant.
black.
You did everything.
I'm black. I'm black.
But you can't. It's about the admission in court. When you go before the judge and you say, "Judge, they are kicking me out because I'm black," they're gonna come and say, "Well, she did this. She did this. This is in her lease, and this took place on this date. We're having this." They're gonna have something, evidence to support their statement. So when you say that you're being discriminated against and you're just black, you have to play them at your own game and start documenting times that you talked to them, events that took place that made you feel uncomfortable, and being about that action when they do something to violate your lease. So that means that if they violated something, you're going to get a police report. The police going to say, "Ma'am, this is a civil issue. We can't do this." I understand. I would like to make a non-emergency police report. You can call 311, but it's all about having that paper. It's all about having that documentation. When the judge asks you what's going on, and you tell them you feel discriminated against, discrimination is the hardest thing to prove in a case. But we know it exists. Play them at their own game.
Messages. I have text messages,
emails, phone calls, all of them.
I do.
If you violated the lease in any way, you're giving them leeway.
Never have.
If you know,
I never have,
you didn't do nothing wrong, all you have to do is call legal aid. and you tell them you're looking for tenant rights, they are not going to tell you that this has to be a criminal issue in order for them to support you. They're not going to.
I'm gonna try back tomorrow. I've been calling them back.
No, sister. No, hold on, sister. Sister, quick, hold on. Felicia, let me tell her this. Don't call. Go down there, sister. Go down there. You said you've been to City Hall and been here. Go down there and take your paperwork with you as well. Take your paperwork with you too as well. So do not leave that at home.
I got all my paperwork.
Okay, good. Go ahead, Felicia. I'm sorry.
I don't.
Okay, go ahead, Felicia. Go ahead, Felicia. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Felicia.
Oh yeah, no problem. Yeah, he right. Go down there. I definitely I support you, sister. I wish you the best on all your endeavors, but be real, because there are truth in the law. People that practice law, they value truth. Once you start telling the truth and say, on this day this took place and I communicated, this is going on in my life and I communicated, see, they're gonna level with that. But when you go in front of a courtroom and you act like you ain't did nothing, you're letting them get away with murders. So play the game. And when you say discrimination or you're this because you black, it's heavily weighted. These movements that Martin has did with this Live Uncut, we want to help, we want to support, we're going to give information. But at the same time, anybody that's listening, if you're looking for help, if you're looking for support, if you're looking to even be heard, understand that when you're looking for help, you don't know who's listening. Be real with us, because we in the hood too.
I know that. I know. I'm in Chinatown now. I'm in Chinatown with a bunch of agents now.
Okay.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but I'm in Chinatown.
So we could be of assistance. We could be of assistance.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but I ain't got to lie about nothing. This is all taking place.
No, I'm not saying you lie, but you got to follow the line of law. The law ain't about how you feel. It's about what happened and what you can prove.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. You're right.
Hold it right there, sister.
But, I wish you the best.
What you want to say? Hold on, Felicia.
Thank you.
What does sister want to say? What you want to say? Sister, what you want to say?
I can say one more thing, Martin.
Go ahead.
Yes, I would like to say, in our community, we need more mental health counselors. We don't get enough of that in our communities. They only give us like 4 or 5 sessions through a program called TalkSpace, which you really can't get through unless your insurance pays for it. But other communities, they're given to them for free. We don't have it in our schools. We don't have it in our communities. And we have the most grief with the killings. And we're just not, and I know they have the money, but we just can't get the help. And I've tried to get other people help, and I get frustrated with Daddy, and I call many of calls, and everybody's booked up, or you have to have lots of money to get counseling, grief counseling, or anything else, and that needs to change. That needs to change, because I know they have the money that we can put immigrants in a community. Why can't we have a building for counseling for everybody, just like they have in other communities? We have to, really search, and then we still can't find anything. And that's why so many people are hurting. That's why so much crime, because we don't have counselors. Everybody needs a counselor, some type of grief counseling.
Okay. All right, I got a new caller, several new callers, 7330. Go ahead, caller. You're live, uncut,
Okay,
unedited.
I'll get off.
Okay, you don't have to get off. You can get off if you want to. Okay. 73. Huh? I've been called you. You didn't say nothing. Well, I can't listen. Listen. You got to speak up, bro. You got to speak up. When I call that number, you got to come on with it. I can't sit around and listen. We moving. This train is moving. It's moving. Come on, brother. Come on with it. Come on with it. Come on, 9508. Now, see,
I was trying to say something, 9508.
well, brother, do me a favor.
Think about it.
Hold on, brother. Let me take. I think I know what happened. I think you probably listening to Facebook because you get a delay. Now listen, brother, turn Facebook down. Quit watching Facebook. Pay attention to me. Pay attention to me, okay? So if you try to listen to Facebook and talk to me at the same time, it's not gonna work. So turn your Facebook down and pay attention to me. Okay, that's why it's a delay. That's what that is. That's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. Yeah, you can say something, but I just want to let you know. Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead, 9508. Go ahead.
Okay. One thing I can tell you, you know, I work at we got contracts through the city that put people out. And you know, I got kids. And then when I come home, my kids be like getting regular days in. I be seeing kids, we got knock on the door and put them out. And put all the property out and make kids toys and stuff like that. That's sentimental. You know, and it's not fair. You know, y'all can help all these other foreign countries, but y'all not helping us. And then the Democrat, I got a job to do, but it's saying from the fact that, hey, you see the pain in the kids' face when we knock on their door and tell them, okay, you there, you get all y'all stuff on. Oh.
Okay.
And then that hurt. And I told my wife, I said, man, this is my last week. I just can't sit back and do this. But this ain't no job.
Okay. All right, that's it, brother. That's it?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, appreciate you.
Know, I feel for my people. I feel for my people. And man, you know, y'all helping all these foreign countries. Yeah, that's it, man. All right, man.
Okay, thank you, brother. All right. 7370.
Good evening, Mr. Johnson. How are you?
Oh, I'm great. Look at that professional voice. Hi, my name is Martin Johnson, and I'm live, uncut, unedited. All right, how you doing? Go ahead.
Well, all right. I've been listening. I'm calling to make a comment about the young lady who's having issues with her apartment.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to say that legal aid doesn't always help you. I want people to stop saying legal aid is just going to jump out the door and help you.
Right, that's why I need a real lawyer.
Thank you.
Sir.
I'm tell you a scenario
Sir.
that involved me many
Sir.
years ago.
Sir.
When I used to live in
Sir. Let me say something before you start running. First of all, let me just say something.
Mhm.
Every case is different, okay?
Mhm.
Every case is different when it comes to legal. Listen, this sister said she's seen everybody. She said she's seen everybody but the president and legal aid people. Now she been calling on the phone. I said, no, stop calling and go down there. Now she said she's been to City Hall, she's been over here and been over there, but she have not been to the place where she really need to be at to see if they can help her. So I understand what you're saying, brother. Listen, it doesn't work for everybody. I understand. I'm gonna let you tell the story. It doesn't work for everybody. I know that. Different cases, different scenarios. But go ahead, sir. Go ahead. Go ahead, sir.
What I was gonna say is the exact same thing you mentioned. Someone told me and other tenants in a building that I once lived at 51st and Harper. They told us to go down to legal aid. They told us they couldn't help us. I'm gonna tell you exactly what happened. We had a landlord who had taken our rent and left the country and left the building there with at least 40 of us in it. The gas got turned off, the water got turned off, and we actually had to go downtown to court, to the housing court, to let them know what they had done to us. Now, when we were in the court, the judge asked if we had legal representation. We said, no, we're just the tenants, because that was dangerous to be in the building without all of those facilities. So what ended up happening was the judge appointed a receiver of the building because they could not get in contact with the owners of the building. And after we went back and forth to court, we eventually had to get out of the building because it turns out that the landlord had paid the water bill or the gas bill for not one, but 3 of their properties. And so the judge gave us 3 months to get out, told us to hold our rent, use our rent so that we could move. But they gave us a date that we needed to get out of the building.
Sir,
But in the beginning,
sir,
when we went to
sir,
legal aid, they didn't
sir,
help us
sir,
with anything.
sir,
Tell the truth.
sir, hold on, brother. Hold on. Let me help you out. Let me help you out a little bit. What do you expect if a building don't have electricity, running water, or lights or whatever? What do you expect? You can't live in those conditions like that.
Mhm.
So what do you expect for the judge to
Of
do?
course not.
He gave you what you deserve in the legal court. First, he gave you time to save your money up, save your rent money, and move out.
Mhm.
I can't understand. They say they didn't help you. That's hell, brother. If somebody tell you to stay in the place for 3 months,
The judge.
but
what
bro,
I'm
come
saying
on,
is
brother.
that-
You listen.
I'm trying to
What
say
what
is
you
that
want the judge to do?
judge helped, but I'm saying the judge helped. What I'm saying is a lot of times people tell people to go downtown to legal aid, and legal aid just don't help everyone. That's the only thing I'm saying. That young lady is telling you all exactly
Okay,
what's going on.
well, what about
but
your
it
case?
seems like everyone
Hold
is
on.
making it seem
Let's go.
like she's not telling the truth.
Listen, what about your case? What
Right,
about
thank you,
let's
God.
get hold on. Let's get off her case. What about your case? Where they didn't help you in your case?
Yes.
Tell me
No,
about your
in
case.
our case, in the beginning, we had to fight for the help. It was all the tenants together. And so what I was gonna say to her is that if there are other people experiencing the same thing, that gives you a better voice than you by yourself. We had a whole building full of people. And
Okay.
we all went
Let me ask you a
downtown,
question.
And because of the severity of the
But,
situation,
brother, let me ask you a question.
okay.
Did they do anything wrong? Did the courts do anything wrong?
The courts took care of us. Legal aid did nothing.
Okay. Did you have legal aid in the court with you?
The court
Did y'all
appointed a
first?
receiver.
Okay, first of all, let me
No,
just say
the
something,
court- the
brother,
court
brother,
appointed a receiver
brother.
of the property.
brother. Let me explain something to you. Let me explain something to you. In order to get
That's
legal
exactly
aid,
how it happened.
okay, I'm gonna just explain to you how it works. You just can't assume because 40 y'all getting put out or no water, run, whatever the problem was in the building. You have to go to legal aid. You have to go to them, brother. They don't just mysteriously pop up. Okay, we heard 20 people down in Chinatown getting put out, so we're gonna show up to court. It doesn't work like that, brother. It's a protocol, brother. You listen, you guys did the right thing. Y'all all got together. Let me explain something. You, according to the story that you
aid gives you legal aid they give you an appointment, they review your case, and they did not help us.
did you hold on, first of all, you never said you went to legal aid. Did you go to legal aid?
Yeah, I did say that in the very beginning.
You went to legal aid.
We made an appointment, went to legal aid, and legal aid said they couldn't help us because the city had issued orders to shut the water and gas off.
Oh, okay.
The young lady who owned a hair shop in the basement, she was the one who had to find an attorney because she had to get out too. But when we got into court, the judge appointed a receiver of the building to help us all deal with everything. But legal aid would help us. So I'm just simply saying is that yes, you make an appointment to see legal aid, but sometimes those appointments are on the phone too. They don't always tell you to come downtown.
No, brother, listen, sir. When you're taking care of business as serious as you was taking care of, you go in person, brother. Some people tell you anything over the telephone.
They don't. They give you the.
I know. Okay.
They give you a telephone appointment. They don't always give you an
Okay. So
they
it was.
Just don't.
Okay. So I mean, the moral of the story, they gave y'all 3 months.
So only thing I was just saying is that if legal aid, the young lady said that legal aid couldn't help her, and me listening.
Hold on. Stop it right there.
Coming at her and making it seem
Hold
that
on,
she's
brother.
not telling her-
Hold
she's
on.
telling her
Hold on.
story.
First of all, hold on, brother.
Resonates with her.
Brother.
In the situation.
Brother, I want you to listen real quick. She never said legal help. She did, but she never went down to legal aid. She never went down there. So how are they gonna help her if she didn't go down there in person?
You keep measuring it on the fact that she didn't go in person.
Of course.
Doesn't always
Listen,
come
brother.
down.
Listen.
Sometimes
Listen.
they give you a-
Hold on. First
they
of all,
give you a
brother,
appointment.
listen, she's on the page right now. Ask her, did she call legal aid and did they give her an appointment? Ask her. She's on here now. Ask her. Ask her. Don't put words in her mouth. Ask her.
I'm gonna let her tell her story.
No. What you were just telling her.
They couldn't help her.
I have talked to some of them, and they said one of them told me I needed a criminal case with Housing Hood, the property manager. Then another one told me they couldn't help me. It was a lot of them refused us. It's a tenant organization over here. Not only did I reach out to them, the rest of the tenants reached out to them too. We trying to get a real attorney, somebody that's going to really represent us.
Y'all got real.
Step up to them.
Y'all got real money.
Cause we go ahead.
You got real money. Y'all got real money.
We saved it. I got $500.
Right. Okay. Well, you can get your attorney then. You got real money. Get your attorney. That's it. You got real money. You can get your attorney.
It's hard to find one. It's like that. It's still hard to find one.
Oh, come on, sister. Now sister, you sound like you got excuse for everything.
One more comment, Mr. Johnson, and I'm gonna leave.
Go ahead, sir.
Mr. Johnson, I just have one more comment.
Yeah.
The last comment that I wanted to say is hitting on what the young lady who just mentioned. She's correct. Documenting everything that goes on is going to carry more weight for you in the presence of the judge. Because when you have documentation, whether you're doing everything what you're supposed to do or the landlord is doing what they're supposed to do, that documentation is going to help, because that's how we ended up being able to stay where we was at. The judge ruled in our favor, gave us 3 months to get out, because we all had receipts showing that we was paying everything and that our leases said that our gas and our electricity was a part of the rent. And that's how they ended up turning everything back on and giving us 3 months. So that's all I wanted to say.
Okay, well, thank you.
I'm enjoying the show, and I'm just going to sit back and watch it out.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
All right, 0123. Come on, 0123. Go ahead. What's up, brother? 0123. Go ahead, my brother. Truck driver. What's up, truck driver? What's going on, man? What's going on?
Not much, man. I was just chiming in on the conversation, man. I was, just I ain't really have much to say.
Okay.
I ain't really know what the topic was.
Okay.
But, nice to see you, brother, and I'll come back to it.
Okay, we'll do. Okay. Now, listen up, people. Some people got mad at me because we switched up the conversation. Sometimes the conversation, it changes and things like we was trying to address issues and stuff like that. So it happens. But I'm going to switch it back to the political thing, and we're going to talk about these people that I got in front of you in the screen, those that can see it. We have J-Ball Green. We have Sophia, the mayor candidate. We got Kim Buckner, Willie Wilson, my brother Brandon Johnson, Paul Vallis. You got Lori Lightfoot. You got Mr. Alderman Sawyer, and you got Chuy Garcia. Now, people. Hold on, before you go in there, before you blood out. Now, each one of them got their own strengths, but one of these are going to be our next mayor. One of these going to be our next mayor. How are we going to deal with them? Are we going to have some demands on them and tell them we don't want you to hire out-of-towners? Anybody that you hire, we want them to be from Chicago, because Chicago have a lot of qualified people. And that's what I want to say. So that's all. That's what I want to say, because I'm tired of people that is really not born in Chicago, but come here and say they represent Chicago, but then when they get to start hiring process, they hire people from out of Chicago. Come on, that's a slap in the face. So we need somebody that know the city, know the people, and know what they're dealing with. People, you have some people look great on paper, look good on paper, qualified, but guess what? They don't know the city. They don't know it. They don't know anything. And we don't want that no more, people. We don't want that. We want people that represent Chicago, live in Chicago, that's here. That's here. I don't care which one of these mayor candidates win. We want to demand that they start the hiring process right here in Chicago. Don't look to another state at all. That's what I want to talk about.
And I would like to say something.
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
About the candidate.
Yes.
All of them are sounding, that's why I listen to all of the debates, because all of them have these plans and all of them sound good right now. But as you listen to the debates more and more, they kind of sidetrack. Like the one tonight, Jamal sounded the best to me tonight. The rest of them had plans, but it was going off the rails. I used to like what Willie was saying, but now it's confusing for him now, because he's saying something different than he said at the beginning. Shuey, I don't think he really wants to be there, because he has a job, but he's just holding on and saying, well, maybe I can be a mayor, but if not, oh well, because he's not as strong as he could have been. And Lori, she just knows she has it in the bag. Paul, I don't know what fence he's on, because he's everywhere. I don't think he's for us. And the teacher, to me, he seems like he's about the money, and I don't think he's really going to do anything for it. And the other person that works for, I think, the state, the young man that works for the state, I don't think he's for us. Okay. And I don't know, the other gentleman that's next to Lori, I don't know where he's at, because he's
Roger Sword.
I haven't heard his plan. But and then the female that's running for Lori, I think she's going to be on the same plan as Lori, and she's trying to make it look good. But if you listen to her, it sounds like she's really on the same track as Lori. Nobody really has a plan to what they're going to do about the crime and with us, period. It doesn't sound like they're really going to help us. The only one that sounds like they have a solid plan is Jamar. As I see it from this last debate.
All right, let me just say something, people. I want to say something. Dealing with crime. We stand on the subject now. I don't think none of these candidates that you see on this screen combined together can stop crime. Seriously. With all of them combined together, none of them can stop crime. Let me just say that. I said it publicly. So crime is a $1 billion industry. Do you hear me? Some people are benefiting off crime. It's all a game, people. As long as crime is contained in certain zip codes, it's acceptable. Now, if you remember, sister, I don't know if you remember years ago, not too long ago, the white people used to tell us the only reason why you guys got crime in y'all neighborhood because y'all don't say nothing. Y'all see it and don't say nothing. But now, hold on. But now that it's all downtown and these nice luxury high rises and carjacking all up north, what they got to say now? What's the word? Can we tell them the same thing that they've been telling us for years? Well, maybe you guys are not telling things or cooperate with the police. That's what they used to tell us. Now, it used to be you guys or you all. Now it's we, us, we. They grouping themselves in now. We got to do something about this crime. Now, hold on. When we've been complaining about the crime for years, where was you guys at from downtown? Where was you at? You was enjoying the beautiful Gold Coast, the lakefront, all that. Not saying that you didn't have no major crime down there, but it wasn't like it is in these cities, in these neighborhoods. That's what I'm saying. So
can I say one more thing, and then I'm not gonna say it.
Go ahead.
If you notice, and I'm sure the comments will say the same. If you notice, all the major cities where there's a woman mayor, the crime is higher. If you look at Detroit, you look at Chicago, any place where there's a woman mayor, it seems like they're not getting respected as a mayor. There's crime everywhere, but it seems like the uptick is higher where there's a woman mayor. Do you see that statistic?
I gotta look at that. I never noticed that.
Can you see that?
I have to look at it. I'm gonna have to look at it. I'm gonna look at that.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll take that into consideration. So I'm gonna check that out. I want to say too another thing about the candidates. Now, everybody that's familiar with Chicago know we have crime and things like that. You're not going to be able to lock up everybody. It's just not going to happen, people. And if you guys notice, there's the people that's committing crime are morally the young people. I'm talking about violent crimes. You got them 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 now. If you know, it's like the number is getting lower and lower for the ages committing crime. Now, I was reading an article the other day, and I seen I believe it was some teenagers got caught with a rifle-like gun, I believe on a train or something. Where are these young people that's 11 years old, 12 and 13? They got these military weapons and guns. I mean, I don't understand. How could, listen, let me just say this, people. And I'm trying to say this the best I can and the sweet as I can. Listen, how is it that our young people, and I know I sound like a broken record, can get everything that's not good for them easily, but those things that will help them prosper and do the right thing, they can't get a hold of that? Why is that? Why is that? Here's a young man,
It's by design.
11 and 12. Well, who's behind the design? So that's the thing. See, we always saying they. We got to call it out what it is. What kind of people that want to prey on our young people? That's some evil people. You want to prey on underage people. You want to put guns in their hands. You want to put drugs in their hand. You want to promote violence through their music. But if they get on their rap song and say kill all Jews, it's going to be a problem. Or kill all animals. Or kill all the alphabet people. It's going to be a problem. But they can glorify and rap and talk about killing, glamorize killing and murdering black people. Something is wrong with that. Something is wrong with us. We sick. We sick. If you loading up a gun tonight and in your mind, you gotta imagine killing another black man, you sick. Something wrong with your mind. Now, if you got the mindset, loading your gun up, say, I'm going to protect my family, that's understanding. Don't care who come, white, black, Hispanic, whatever. But if you got in your mind that you loading up your gun tonight and you waiting on a black person to say something to you so you can blow them away, something, you are sick. You are sick in the mind. You have been programmed to hate yourself. This real, people. This is not make-believe.
I agree.
A lot of parents,
I agree.
y'all on here, you glorify that rap music, that drill music. You play it in the car. You can't tell your sons and daughters stop listening to it because you study bouncing your head to it. Now, what type of effect you think it's going to have on your children? Now, music have a spirit to it. Music can put you in a mood for a lot of things. It can get you in the mood to clean up. It can get you in the mood to have sex. It can get you in the mood just want to lay up and relax. It can get you in the killer mood too. Killing mode. It can do that. Everybody's mind ain't strong.
Yeah.
Some people, if they see something, they go out and do it. They go out and do it. If they hear something, they go out and do it. Their mind is weak.
Yeah.
The sister said it earlier. Mental health. Mental health.
Yeah.
People, I'm preaching tonight. I'm telling you, we sick,
Yeah.
people. We sick. Nobody's come to save black people. Even black people don't like black people. Nobody. We hate to see each other around income tax time. You hate to see black people happy. Oh man, I ain't going to the steakhouse because these people that got their check, now they in the steakhouse. Let them enjoy their money.
Wow.
We have that much hate toward one another.
You're right.
I'm telling you.
You're right.
You go into a black business
You're right.
and you get done wrong one time, you never return. You go into a white business or foreign-owned business, you get done wrong, you keep coming back and back and back. You keep getting slapped around. And you still go back in there and get it done. I know it.
Wow.
I see it all the time.
Yeah. Say it.
You get smacked around with the foreign-owned businessmen and women. You won't call the police, you sit there and pout. But let me smack you around. You want to call the police, get me locked up. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. I got to.
You telling the truth.
You are.
Listen, you love the other man more than you love your man. And what I mean by race, you worshiping another race. Are we still in Black History Month? Can I talk like this? We still in Black History Month, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to know, can I talk like this?
Yeah.
I just want to know, sister, listen, am I wrong for talking like this? Let me know now. Let me know if am I wrong for talking like this?
No, you're not.
Okay, all right.
You
Sis-
can talk. That's
okay.
what I say every day.
Right. So people, stop boycotting black businesses. Don't tell me black business don't know how to do business. Find the right one until they know how to do business to your satisfaction. Don't get on here talking about they always late. You sound just like the white man. Propaganda.
Yeah.
Trust me. That same white man that you go spend all that money with and that foreigner, they're not coming in the black communities patronizing your business at all. Trust me. And guess what? They packing up a bag in our community. Hold on, sister. They packing up a bag in our community. Sister, I'm talking. They packing up a bag in our community. Every day, thousands of dollars leave the black community. Your dollar. But you want to blow me away for the little $40 I got in my pocket because I'm walking down the street because you see me not paying attention. I'm going to my car. Now you want to put a pistol in my back and get mad if I don't give it to you and shoot and kill me. Come on now. Run that same blood money inside that store and buy that old poison tobacco that got 99 cents on it and you paying $1.75 or $1.65 for it. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. And you don't even question that. Man, I got a friend that got a black-owned jewelry store inside the flea market. And I see it's another jewelry store right next to him, right booth. You ought to see the black people lined up over at that other man's booth. Lined up. Won't even look that way toward him. And then when they do come over there, is this real? Is this real? I never heard them ask the other man, was theirs real? But you want to question a man that look like you because you can't believe that another man can handle jewelry as the other man. Something is wrong with our thinking. That's called stinking thinking. And while I'm on this subject, let me talk to the young folks. I'm still on the subject. Young people, listen. When you shoot somebody down, you can't hit the rewind button. They're not getting back up. That's it. That's it. That's it. So once that bullet leaves that chamber, it's not going to return at all. Trust me. So you going out here bragging about how many bodies that you got. Now you want to make a rap song and brag. Now come on, brother, young blood, young Thundercat, gunslinger, gondolero, as the Jamaicans call it. Your day is coming. Your day is coming. You're going to leave your house one day and you're going to die with your shoes on. I tell you, you might die with your eyes wide open. Trust me. Just like you did it to the next man, it's another man can do you the same exact way. I tell you, you killing a man because he cut you off, or he looked at you a certain way, or he mistakenly bumped into you. Now you want to trail him in his car and spray his car up. Something is wrong with you, young man. You wonder why you on drugs at a young age. You don't understand why your body is craving toward drugs, the pills, the lean, the weed, the alcohol. When I was a drug dealer, it was two things that I really hated. I hated the stick-up man. And I'm going to tell you, the worst enemy to a drug dealer is when you got a young person that's on drugs and they'll do anything to get. They might kill you when they come to stick you up and rob you just because they're mad at life because they got hooked on drugs. Somebody introduced them to drugs. I'm still on the subject, people. Haven't changed. But this is real. Somebody need to hear what I'm saying. As I speak right now, somebody is loading up their gun, ready to go shoot somebody tonight. They loading up their gun right now. I'm talking about a black person. I'm not talking about a white racist person. I'm talking about a black person that look like you and me. They got an address. They loading up their gun right now. They polishing it up right now because they want to go out and test it out and shoot somebody.
And for what?
For nothing. Just for bragging rights.
For what?
For bragging rights. People, this is a sober message. Now, we can keep playing on like it don't exist, like our children are not out here killing each other for over stupid stuff. Stupid stuff. And you can pretend like your son ain't carrying no gun. You know your son carrying a gun. You know it. You know it. He got you so afraid of him, you afraid to go in his room and look on his mattress or on his pillow or on his shoebox. You that afraid of him. Now, when he come on, when legal help, when he on legal help firm dead, now you want to talk about, man, no, your son had a lot of bodies out here. Your son had it coming. Listen, the police are not solving these crimes as these murder crimes as fast. So what's going to take place by them not solving these crimes, these murder crimes, is called retaliation. That's what you're going to see, and that's what you're witnessing right now, retaliation. I call it fake pain. They upset for 2 weeks. Your homeboy get killed. You go out and get a shirt with some wings on him, with a blunt in his mouth and all that, and 2 weeks later, you forget all about him. Now you're looking at his girlfriend, his baby mama. You trying to go to bed with her. You ain't let the man rest in the grave for a whole month. Now you trying to stick with his boyfriend, with his girlfriend. Shame on you, partner. Partner. Come on now, partner. You know I'm telling the truth. Young man. You can't get mad at us because you didn't have a good upbringing. We didn't do nothing to you. You can't go out here because you got a drum full of bullets, 50 bullets. You can't kill the whole world with 50 bullets. You don't have no nuclear bomb. You got 50 bullets. And eventually you're going to run out of bullets. And your turn going to be next. I got a new caller. 5625. Come on, caller. 5625. 5625, caller.
Hey, okay, yeah. Yeah, go. Hey, Mark.
Hey, how you doing?
Mark.
Yes, I'm here. Go ahead.
Hello.
Yes, I'm here. Go ahead.
Okay, so Mark, I'm gonna go back to something that you said. So remember in the 80s when we were growing up, they brought that crack over here.
Yes.
Remember they brought that crack cocaine?
Yes.
It took the best of the best, the mothers, so this is what they did. This is what I feel they're doing with our kids now. Those pills. So when these young kids go, they off a pill. It ain't crack cocaine no more, Mark. It's those pills. Those kids popping those pills. You know, I don't know what the pills do to them. So it ain't crack. It's the pills. So
Well-
when they pop those pills, they got a gun. They drive around. They high. They high. So in this age, it's the pills that's taking our young generation out.
Let me help you out too. I'm gonna add something on to
And
that.
not only is the pills taking them out, huh?
I was gonna add on something to what you just said. It's not only the pills, it's the weed too. All of it. Call it what it is. I don't care if weed is legal. It's still it's what it is. I know, but I'm just saying, sister, the drugs are terrible. What is terrible now, what have taken place from the 80s that's happening in the 2000s is the gun. See, back in the 80s, we had the drugs. Now it's the guns. It's the drugs too, but not as bad. But it's the gun. Because remember back in the 80s, you had a lot of teenagers. They go buy a 16th, they go buy an 8-ball, a quarter, a half ounce, an ounce. They chop it up and flip it and sell it. Right now, it's guns. If you go bring guns, hold on, sister. Sister, hold it.
Okay.
Hold it.
Go ahead.
Listen,
Go ahead.
the guns are the same identical thing the way it is back when it was back in the 80s with the drugs. The guns are being sold right now. If you got 10 guns, that's a lot of money and selling. A lot of young people going out different states, grabbing guns, bringing them in and selling them. Young people getting money. They getting assault weapons. They getting money. So it's the guns that's so plentiful. When I get done talking, the guns are plentiful. The guns are real plentiful now. Listen, Inglewood, 85% of their arrests back in December was gun related. 85%, just in Inglewood, 85%. So everybody's strapping up in Inglewood. Everybody's strapping up in Inglewood. Sister, I'm still talking. Sister, I'm talking now. There you go now. All right. Listen, they are getting them. Just same way with the crack cocaine. Listen, crack cocaine is not made in the Black community. Ecstasy pills are not made in the Black community. It's not. Lean is not made in the Black community. It's coming in, but it's getting in the community. Somebody is pushing a hidden agenda to destroy not only us, but our minds, our young people. Now you can talk, so I'm done. Go ahead.
Which one?
5625.
You go ahead. 5625. You know, I understand what you said about the guns, but even in the 80s, they had guns.
No, they didn't, sister.
They
Sister, they didn't have the guns like. Look, hold on, sister. I'm gonna tell you, the guns was not plentiful. Hold on, I'm gonna tell you, sister. I was part of the 80s.
No.
The guns, it was hard to get a gun. Sister, let me say this: it was 35 of us on one block. Out of 35 of us, we may have had 2 or 3 guns. That's it. Everybody got guns now. It was so hard to get guns. Listen, I had big money back in the 80s when I was rolling. It was hard for me to get guns. I had money to buy guns, but it was hard to get them. They wasn't plentiful. So we had them. Don't get me wrong. We had them. We had them. I'm not going to lie. But the young people right now, the guns are so plentiful now. So plentiful. Well, how you know that, Martin? Look at our 11, 12, 13-year-olds doing all this carjacking. Guns. Guns. Look at doing all this shooting.
So when they carjacking, what do they have off of? Pills.
Part
they
of it.
Just not doing that sober. Just wake up and put on their shoes. They high.
Well, let me say this, sister.
They high.
Let me just say this.
Okay, go ahead.
I know a killer that was a big-time gang member. Never got high. Didn't do no drugs. What was his excuse? Some people ain't got no excuse. Some people don't get high. I'm just saying. Hold on. I'm just saying. Even getting high, they ain't got no excuse. You ain't got no right going out there killing nobody just because. You ain't have no right to go out there and kill nobody. If you ain't hold on, sister. If you're not defending your family, what right you going out there killing or defending yourself? What right you got going out just killing somebody because you don't like the way they look, or you disagree with them, or y'all had a physical altercation. Now you want to pull out a gun because he got the best of you? Come on now, take your L and go on. Take that loss. Listen,
And they got another way. Hold on, but they're not even taking an L. They carjack. They doing innocent people. Like that's not an L. They're not.
Sister, you misunderstood what I said. Sister, that's not what I said. That's not what I said. I said you get into a physical altercation with a person, and he get the best. You take that L. That's all I said. I know what. Listen, I know what to listen.
And they did.
Yeah, you know, right.
Y'all got it. But this a whole different time. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, listen.
I just wanted to say something about the guns.
Go ahead, sister.
To me, Mark?
Yeah, go ahead.
I just wanted to say something about the guns. They got a couple of ways they're getting the guns in now. Now they're making guns that are non-detectable. They're doing it through 3D imaging.
Yes.
Actually can make a whole gun that's non-detectable. And those are coming into our community.
The ghost guns.
I used to work for a company. Yeah, the ghost guns. I used to work for a company, and that's how they were getting them in. That's how they're giving it the claims. We can't even detect those guns because they have no metal in them, and they're getting into the community. So it's so many ways that these young people are getting, and they're smart, but they're smart the wrong way. That's the problem. You got that much smart to know how to do, how to create these guns. Use that. If you're smart enough to realize you know how to do that, you can use that knowledge for education instead of killing. Because that's how a lot of these guns, and that's how they're making those round chambers where they put the bullets in. All that stuff is non-detectable now. Because they can make it now. Technology is something else.
So wait, sister. So who's
making metal anymore?
Wait, sister. So can I ask you a question? So who's making them? We're not making them on Inglewood. We're not making them on 39th. We're not making. So who's making them when they're non-detectable for our Black community to use against?
That's the $1 million question. Who's making them?
And
how do we know? We don't know.
Let me say this, sister. And even with them ghost guns, they still got to order some parts. So who's making the parts for these ghost guns?
Amazon.
Right. Okay. Now listen. All right. I got another caller. 4371. Go ahead, caller. 4371. Caller, go ahead. 4371. Turn your phone. Again, turn your phone down, Felicia. Turn your phone down. Turn your phone down. Turn Facebook down.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. Hey, I've been following the show, and you made a very serious point in the conversation when you said that who is the who? We have to call them out. We're talking about the issues that's happening, but you said in the beginning, who is it? What are the issues? And I strongly believe that it's young leaders that's appointed by people that's against us. I strongly believe that. That these young leaders, that pills are being made in the hood, lean is being purchased at stores and made and resold in the hood. But when we come to the issues of what is happening to us as Black people with the violence about and where it stems from, we got to get to the root of the issue.
Thank you.
I'm 35 years old. When I was 15, 16 years old, and I called myself being affiliated, I wasn't even allowed to skip school. The people that affiliated me, there's no skipping school. There was no selling anything white on the block or anything. They let you slide with a little weed, but there's no way in hell you was out here selling crack to your own people. It was a huge issue. And that stemmed down from my grandparents. My grandparents both Black Panthers. My grandma worked for DCSS and she became a teacher. And my grandfather worked as a garbage man. And they took money out their check and made them sell banquet tickets for the mayor's race, Daley's father. So these frustrations, these irritations, they have been watching people in Chicago for a very long time. How do we react to their injustice? How do we behave when new things are introduced in our community? And my second point, I don't want to veer off topic, is that when we talk about the legalization of cannabis and dispensaries having cannabis and things like that. Now, they attack weed, but they let crack flow all through the Black neighborhood. Okay? So it was a movie came out called Reefer Madness, and it was talking about how white women were inclined to sleep with Black men, and weed was so bad, and they locked up all our jazz players and and everything, and had everybody locked up over weed. But one thing that we learned that it's really the things that is not from the earth. The crack cocaine that's cut with chemicals, the pills that's made with prescription pills of all different types of drugs. And when you look at cannabis, when you look at these issues, and I don't want to veer off the point when you
come on, sis, I can get you 5 minutes now. You got to wind it down. You got to wind it down now. I know you. Yeah.
We pointed to a problem, but the why is that the lack of leadership. A lot of these young guys are looking for a figure to look up to. They're looking for somebody they look up to, brother, and they need to be looking at, like, we talking about the problem. But when people talk about cannabis and weed, when you go to a dispensary, when you go buy cannabis from your homeboy that had it from somewhere you don't know, that's the problem. Like, cannabis that's being grown, that's socially accessible, they are engineering the weed for people to react different. We have an endocannabinoid system in our body.
Okay, hold it right there, sister. Hold it right there. Hold it right there. Hold it right there. Now I let you go on now. You see, you get some good information, but let me just kind of wind it back a little bit. Now, she definitely gave some great information. I want to be fair with with the time, because it's winding down. It's almost 10 minutes till I've been on hour and 47 minutes. So she definitely given us some great information, people. So my point is, we have to start calling things out. Quit living in denial. We know who the enemy is. We know what it looked like, and he's attacking our children. But we go along because of money, because of the love of money. Money makes us go against our own people and do things. That's what it is. A lot of us working on these jobs, and they're doing Black people in, and all you do is laugh and grin. I'm just doing my job. I'm just doing my job. And you see it, the injustice. You see it, what they're doing to Black people.
Yeah.
You see it, and you don't say anything. You don't sound the alarm. You see it. How could you sleep at nighttime? How could you sleep at nighttime and you let these people, especially some of you nurses too? You're another one. You got these old evil nurses. They go in there with that injection and kill that patient. You know it, because you can't make no money. The insurance elapsed now. Now you got to get them out. Come on now. Listen, people, this is deep. This is deep. It's deeper than what y'all think. Y'all just see shadow things, but it's a lot going on, but what you can't see. Trust me. All the police officers back in John Burge Day, all them Black police officers know that man was beating up Black people, putting cases on them, making a false confession. And what y'all Black officers did, turned a blind eye, didn't say nothing. Now you sitting back with your retirement self, like you was standing with Black people. You was never standing with Black people. You was a traitor. That's what you was. Because you watched that man torture Black men. And he didn't do it to no white man. But you went along, to get your money.
Yeah.
That's all I had to say, people. It bothers me. It bothers me. I don't know, we live in this lie. We got to stop living a lie and call it what it is, people. These people are out to kill us, to destroy us, our children. We see it every day. They're making billions of dollars off our children, taking our children away, telling our children, well, if you don't like nothing, your mama say, call the DSF, call the police. And now these parents, they ain't got enough backbone to take control of their house. Don't start raising your child when he get 10 to 15 years old. He's standing 6'2" and 165 pounds. It's too late. You got to get him when he's a little baby. You got to get him. You so busy, you mad because where your mother raised you, you couldn't do nothing. So you decided, well, when you come grown, I'm going to let my child do anything you want to do. Now look at him now. He's kicking your butt. He's out there killing people. You scared to answer the telephone at nighttime because you know you got a demon living in your house. You know his number is coming soon. You know he's going to kill somebody or be killed. You know it. Because you defied your mother upbringing. When I'm done talking, you can. You listen. You know it, young man. Parent, I'm talking to the parents right now. You know it. You know your son's a killer. You know it ain't no secret. You get into it with your boyfriend. You get on the phone and call your son, your murdering son. Now look at him. Now you finna send your son to prison for life now. Because you in your feelings now. I got to tell the truth.
Tell the truth.
And what?
And shame the devil.
Go ahead, my sister. And we're going to end it with you. Go ahead. I got another. Go ahead. I got one more.
I just want to say to the young mothers to stop letting the teachers, when your kid is in kindergarten and first grade, stop letting those teachers tell you because your kid is moving around too much, your black son or your black daughter is moving around too much, that they need to take some medicine. That's another thing they do to our black children, getting them early, trying to medicate them so their mind will be messed up. There's nothing wrong with a little 5-year-old boy moving around. All the kids in the classroom moving around. Don't just point out your child because he's black and he's a little heavy. There's nothing wrong with him. He's not moving no more than the white child next to him. So stop listening to these people when they say, well, your kid needs to go in this room to see a counselor. We need to evaluate your kid because we think he needs to be on medication. Stop believing everything. Get your own evaluation on your kid instead of letting the school tell you how. You know how your kid is, so stop letting them do that. That's where it begins.
Mm-hmm. Is that you 217? Yeah, that was you 217, right?
This is 2841.
Okay, I need a 6780. 6780. 6780. You're gonna be my last one. 6780. Go ahead, my brother.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hello?
Yeah, turn your Facebook down, brother.
How you doing, man?
I'm doing great.
Okay. Can you hear me clear now?
Loud and clear.
Clear now?
Yes.
All right. Yeah, I'm not gonna be long, man, because I've been listening to y'all for a little while, and man, I just want to compliment your show, man. You're doing good, man, and representing black people, man, and you're doing a great job, man. And thank God for the wisdom of God that the Lord has put in your life, and how the Lord has given you a burden for your own kind. And but I just want to everything you're saying, man, I tell you, it's a burden upon my heart because I'm 52 years old. I'm 52 years old. I've been pastoring for 20 years, and so, but I still have a burden for young people. I started my ministry on the street ministry, and I started from there with the jail ministry. And so I'm an ex-Blackstone. I'm an ex-Blackstone caught up in them streets. And you're right, in the 80s, it was hard to find a gun. You're right, it was like 30 to 40 people over the block. You didn't have too many guns, or if you had a gun, it was a zip gun. You know how to make that. And but even when we was gang banging, Even when it was gang banging back in those days, it was a protocol that we had. You know, we didn't attack elderly people. We didn't attack women. You know, we weren't doing no off crazy stuff. You know, and it's just a different spirit now. It's a different spirit. It's a spirit of rebellion, a spirit of it's just a spirit that's loose with our young people. And but I believe it's going to start with us, the old school people like me, you, as we set our house in order and get ourselves together and be that example, you know. And you know what? We can't get all of them, but if we can just get 3 of them, those 3 can plant seeds in another 3, and so on and so on and so on. You see, and you know, like the Bible say, one planet, one water, and another come along and water,
and God give the increase.
He gives the increase.
Yes, sir.
He gives the increase, and that's the way that go, man. And you know, my ministry, man, GPI ministry, and man, we're right in the heart of Inglewood. And man, I got a few elders in our ministry, but because I give the truth and I tell it like it is, it's drawing the young people. Now, you know that's a miracle, man, for young people that want to come to service and receive the word. Man, that's the power of God, man. And I ain't got nothing to do with it.
Yes, sir.
See? And one thing about Jesus, after he was resurrected, and I'm going to say this, then I'm finished. After he was resurrected, Jesus said, after he was resurrected, he said, you know what? Look at my hands. Look at my feet. Stick your finger on my side. That's what he told Doubting Thomas. And, you know, so Jesus, he showed his wounds. And that's what I do in the ministry, man. You know, I don't preach like I'm some Superman, like I ain't never been through nothing. Man, I give my testimony, what God delivered me from.
Yes, sir.
And also tell like it is, just because I'm saved and loving God, listen, my flesh is still been attacked because I'm still in this fleshly body.
Yes, sir. Tell it.
I just preach reality, man. I believe it, and it's the love of God, man.
Say it, brother.
You know, and so, man, listen, I just want to encourage you, man, keep on doing what you're doing, man. Keep doing what you're doing, man, and I'm praying for you.
Please
do.
For you I need it, brother.
God will meet your every need, my brother. Everything that you need to accomplish the will of God.
Yes, sir.
Concerning your vision, and I believe it. Here's what I believe in God for, man of God. I'm declaring that God will grant you favor for your own studio. That's what I believe in God for. I decree it, I declare it, I command it to be so.
And I receive
in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ.
Speaking.
That God will give you favor. And the heart of the king is in the Lord's hand.
Yes.
And Lord, that you will grant this brother favor, Lord, in Jesus' name. Lord, you know it's hard. You know he's not going to be lifted up. You know he's not going to be puffed up in his head. You know the intent of this man's heart. Lord, do it, Father, in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. I receive that, Lord, do it. Hey, James Cleveland said, Lord, do it for me right now. My good, I received that, brother. I received that. Amen. I appreciate you. I don't know you from a can of paint, but I appreciate it, brother. It's the love, brother. And you said something important. You said one plant, one water, and God gives the increase, brother. I appreciate you, brother. Keep saying your testimony. And that's how we're going to overcome, by the word of our testimony and by the blood of the Lamb, brother. I tell people, none of us look like what we've been through. If you knew our story, you'll understand us. You'll understand us. I tell you, and I appreciate you, man of God. Keep praying for me. Keep me on your prayer list. I'm human. I love Black people. I can fall any day, anytime, but by God's grace, keep me strong. Keep my head up, Lord. He said, when your ways please the Lord, he'll make even your enemies be at peace. And that's what I'm planning to do. Let the Lord guide me, order my steps in your word, Lord. Order my steps, I tell you. Order my steps. Good night. I'm gonna leave y'all on that, brother. You got my spirit. I'm about to shout a little bit. Thank you, Lord. Thank you. I tell you, I needed that. Every now and then, strong people need encouragement too, sometimes. Because, you know, before I come on here, I got to pray. I said, God, listen, let me say this, man of God, and I'm going to get off you gone, but you can hear me. Listen, I could say one thing and cause you to miss heaven. And I could say one thing wrong and cause you to bust hell wide open. I don't want to do that. I want to say the right thing that cause you to be in heaven. I don't want to tell you nothing wrong, people, at all. Now, I don't have all the answers. I'm going to tell you, I don't have them all, but I'm connected to a God who knows everything. He is the author and finisher of my faith. I tell you. And one thing he said, Jesus told his disciples, I got to say it. He said, my sheep hear my voice, and a stranger they would not follow. Good night, people. Good night. Good night. Good night.
You already know